Here are some secrets about the narcissist that they will not want you to know. Hello, I'm Dr. Jane. I'm a psychologist and this is Knowing Narcissism. And in this video, I wanted to talk about not just what a narcissist wants, but why they want it. And that's where the secret comes in. So the first thing, obviously, all narcissists want is control and power. They want to have control over others. They want people to do what they want them to do. They want to feel powerful and they want to be able to control a narrative, absolutely everything. That's what, that's Narcissism 101. That's what they want. They want control and power. Now, let's just scratch the surface a little bit and think about why they are so absolutely hell-bent on getting control and power. And it comes down, narcissists are just children in big bodies. Now, when I say this, I'm talking about their formative experience, stuff that's happened to them that may have been kind of okay. They may have been brought up to believe that they are entitled and they ought to get everything they want. We can all probably think of well-known people, maybe not so well-known people like that have just been brought up to expect the world to revolve around them. And when they don't get that, because that's not what happens in the world, they can't tolerate it. So they go instantly into their power seeking and their control demanding demeanours. And when they've probably been brought up to believe that they are so wonderful and they should get everything that they want, they're used to then having to just exercise that little bit of control and getting it as well. But the reason they want it is because they are still that formative 3-year-old that's still having their, backside wiped or whatever it is. I'm just kind of using analogies here that I've heard about. Terrible to say, but it happens. But they have an expectation of other people to do their bidding, if you like, to do stuff that they find boring or that they don't want to do or they find that they just, are above it. And if they've been brought up like that, that's what they truly, truly believe. If I could ask you to please like, subscribe and click the notification bell, that would be really great. It just helps the algorithm and then YouTube push videos like this and we then just get the message out. Thanks. They want to feel unique. Now, this is the irony with narcissists, that every single narcissist that I've ever heard about or I've ever come across, they all feel that they are the only person in the entire world that is like that. And this is why you rarely get two narcissists getting together. Occasionally you will, and they just pump each other's ego up for a little bit of time, but it's a real rare thing. They have this ability, narcissists, to be able to kind of circumnavigate each other. It's almost like they have this invisibility shield around them that makes other narcissists not be able to bump into them. I'm sure there's probably some games online that you get that where you can't kind of bump into that other one. It's a bit like, I suppose, bumper cars, isn't it? They have that invisibility shield. So they believe that they are unique. They have an ability to ignore the other people that believe they are unique as well, but it still doesn't damage that belief in themselves being unique. And again, that often comes from that grandiosity and that entitled upbringing. They feel superior. Now, some narcissists make no secret about this, but other narcissists, it's a bit more of a buried thing. Now, remember, when we talk about narcissists and their formative years, we are talking about they've either come from that grandiosity and that sense of entitlement, or they've come from the complete other side of the coin where they were ignored and they were humiliated and they were chastised and they were belittled and they just had no self-worth or anything. Please don't start feeling sorry for the narcissist, because that was the beginning of them thinking, right, I'm a victim here. I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. There is only one other side of that coin, and that is to be the victimizer. I will crush people. Anybody that comes in to my orbit, I'm going to crush because I never, ever want to feel like I'm a victim again. And that's very much, more often narcissists. Now, it may be that they didn't come from a background of out and out abuse, say, for instance, but their belief was they were the victim of their upbringing, their circumstances. It might be that they were a second child, not uncommon when it comes to narcissists, but they might believe that they were a second child and the first child got all the glory. The next child along was the baby. They got all the sort of like the attention as well. But me stuck in the middle, or me being the second child, I just, I didn't get anything at all. And they take that with them. And it's not necessarily about birth order. You could have an only child that's a narcissist as well, but they will compare themselves to peers at school, or they will compare themselves to people, in the media, say, for instance, but always looking for an excuse to come out, the poor me, I'm the victim here. And if they have a taste of that feeling superiority, they will just go with it. It's a bit like a drug. Once you've tasted it, they will be chasing it for the rest of their lives, no matter who they trample on, no matter whose life they ruin. They will still be after that feeling of superiority about themselves at the cost of everybody else. And they want to feel special. It's a mixture of kind of, we've talked about feeling unique, we've talked about feeling superior, but they really want to feel that they are special. There is just nobody like them. There is that uniqueness, but they are just unbelievably special. Everybody loves them. Everybody wants to be like them. Again, if we just kind of like scratch that surface a little bit, narcissists, you would see that people would run a country mile to get away from you and your toxicity, but through family relationships, through marriages, through children, through jobs, through, a million other things, people end up having to stick around the narcissist, and they their mental health suffers from it. And these are the type of people that I see frequently in my consulting room, people that are having situations with narcissists, because the narcissist just feels that sense of, I'm just, I'm me and everybody wants to be me, but they can't be me because I am so special. This is why narcissists act the way they do. Now, what can you do about that? Can you kind of, knock on the metaphorical door of a narcissist's brain and say, well, hello, life isn't like that? No, because it doesn't work, because they wouldn't listen, and then they'd rage against you, or they'd ignore you, or they try and manipulate you, all the things that a narcissist would do. So what can you do when you have a narcissist that is controlling, admiration-seeking, power-seeking, feeling superior, unique, all of those things? What can you do about that? You keep your boundaries, you keep your distance, and say if you're in a relationship with somebody like that, you work out your strategy, your exit point, if that is what you need to do. Now, there might be children and finances involved, but you can still go and get some information. Now, it might be that you need to do this online. If you do this, please do it in an incognito, so you can't be watched or you can't be seen, or you do it at a library or a cafe or something, so the narcissist doesn't see what you're doing. But always know, no matter what the narcissist may tell you, you have a choice. It might not be a choice that is particularly nice for you to begin with. I'm talking finances here, but it still is a choice. And once you get out from under the cloud of being in a relationship with a narcissist, you will be able to have that clarity of thought that the narcissist has probably spent decades telling you that you don't possess in the first place. Because remember, they're the only people that can think in a certain way, because they're the unique and special individuals. So I hope this has helped. If I could ask you to like, subscribe and click the notification bell, make some comments, that would just be really brilliant. I'm so pleased when people watch these videos and talk about them as well. It really, really helps get that message out there, because there's a lot of narcissistic relationships out there that people don't even know that they're in. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time.